Greetings to everyone. Whenever you're going to be watching me from, greetings to you all. Right, just a quick one before we start this video. I just want to say a massive thank you to every one of you who've been contacting me with the recent videos I've put on about my life stories, and as I'm going to be, this is the continuation of it, to tell you guys how I got into business and what I have achieved over the years. So I'm going to be like going through them every time for the next couple of months with you guys. And also, I don't want this video to be too long, and just want to say a massive thank you to you all who've been sending me texts, asking me, telling me how I have achieved what I've achieved in life. I have gone so far being a single mother and looking after myself and my little girl. I just want, she's not little anymore. People say stop saying she's little because she's taller than me and she's all grown up. To me, she's still going to be my princess, my baby, and my little girl. Yeah, anyhow, so I just want to say a massive thank you to every one of you, and also click the like buttons and share to your family and friends. Those who are down, who are thinking how they cannot do it anymore, it's too much on them, send my videos to them so they listen to it, they can understand and they can see where they've gone wrong, and they can understand. Sometimes you just need somebody to say what confirmation of what they're thinking in their own head, okay, or what they're assuming, or what they're thinking that life is just there now, they can't move on anymore. No, they can't. So today I'm going to be talking about myself, about how the ups and downs in business. It has not been easy. The ups and downs in business is very two complete things, like a chapter, because let me talk about the downside of a business. Okay, downside of a business is my side, how I set up my business. When I started off, when I decided I'm going to go into business, it wasn't easy at first. Sometimes you end up losing money, you end up looking for vendors, you end up looking for companies, you end up looking for like logistic people, somebody to just be there for you and to help you do those side of it, and you don't get it. You don't. And sometimes people can join you to say all sorts of things. And I remember when I started, it was really hard at first. I was even looking for a partnership, to be a partner with somebody, because everything I was putting my hands into was quite expensive, and the kind of business people I want to target, I didn't just want to target my own race, my own African people. I want to target Broadway, everywhere. I just wanted to target those who can fit in, who I can see to. And I've done courses, I've gone to colleges, and I just wanted something that would fit into everybody's demand. And I asked questions, what people will be wanting, and I was told what they're going to be wanting, how they wanted it. But I didn't have the funds at that time, enough funds. So I spoke to a very good friend of mine at that time. He said, okay, he's going to do it. Then he told me, I said, when I talk to people about business or about anything, I always say to them, please, can you go back and think about it? I don't like people giving me answers straight away most time. 99% of time, I don't like it. I like you to go and think about it and come back and give me answer. So I told him. He said, oh, yeah. And I said, no, you go and think about it. Actually, when he left to go and think about it, he came back with an answer saying that 50-50. I said, how? I'm going to be doing the job. Me and you cannot go 50-50 for the profit, because it's not going to be okay for me, because you work. You're not going to put nothing into the business. You can get percentage, but you cannot get 50-50. It's not on. So he offered me a lump sum of amount, but what he was wanting, but being me, I'm a very tough cookie. I just said to myself, I'm not going to be tempted with that money. Let it go. So I left it, because he went to speak to his partner at that time. They still together, yeah, to the partner. And the partner said, I don't know what she said to him, because he told me that my partner said, what about this? So I just said, forget it. I'm not doing it anymore. So I started the business myself, and I've been doing the business so far, so good. My challenges that I have, and when later the business grew a little bit than what it is, the turnover at the first, second year, third year. I remember telling him, I said, this is the turnover of the third year. And he said to me, okay, can I invest now? I said, no, I don't want no investor anymore. I want to do this myself. And guess what? I've been in it all my life right now. I have not had no investors in my business. It's me. Everything you see in this businesses is just me from the scratch. How I do 3-4 jobs to support the business, it has been me alone. So what I did then, I then said to him, myself, this is what I'm going to do. So I started introducing different things into the business. Then people used to come, they want to cut their hair. I found out that for men, it's quick fix. Men is 30 minutes, 40 minutes, you've cut men's hair. But the barber I hired them to work for me, you know, these barbers, sometimes they can be very lazy. Sometimes they don't want to leave the house. Most especially the barbers who just want to work and just eat and forget about tomorrow. I don't need those kind of barbers in my life. I had a barber who rented a chair who, you know, he wasn't consistent and all of that. They don't want to, you know, what I noticed about hairdressers and barbers, they don't want to gather their own customers. They don't want to have their own clientele. They want somebody to do it for them, then they come and enjoy. Most time, I'm not saying. That's why when you see a hairdresser has managed to gather their clientele and you want to come and ruin it for them, they are as angry as hyena. Trust me, they are like lioness, okay? So what I did at that time, I said, okay, let me just go to college. I went back to college to go and learn how to cut men's hair. Yes, Prissy did. I went to level 2, smashed it. I came up with distinctions, okay? I did very well. I started cutting men's hair. And there are some days women hair is not available. With women, sometimes you stay in women's hair for 3-4 hours. That time you can use it in doing men's hair and still put your money in your pocket. So it was good. So another thing I started struggling with is the consistency of staff. I wasn't having maybe to work with people when they come and work with me, and I was having challenges that people always want me to be the one to do their business, their hair or whatever. But that was really telling on me as well. It was really hard. It was so difficult. Sometimes I don't have closing time. I don't have opening. I was just working. If I was meant to open 9, close 6, people who know me, so that I can work till the next day. Like in the morning, 12 a.m., I was working that late because I want to save money. But to be honest, it pays off right now. It did pay off. I've just finished work now, and it's 7:25 right now. And yeah, I'm sitting down here now doing this video, you know. And also, I started doing all of that. It was so difficult at first. The dropping of my child, the picking her up, but the good thing about it, I can have time to spend with my child inside the shop, and there was always a room for her. And also, one thing I found out that people who are into businesses, they can be very bad and they can be very wicked. I use that word wicked, I didn't stutter. They can be very wicked to show you or to tell you where they buy from, most especially when you don't live in the same city. You don't even live in the same state. They will never show you or tell you where they get their goods from or how to get goods, which is really stressful. I remember so many nights I'm on my phone doing research, even till date, doing research where to get wholesales, where to get things that you want to beat the price of others, because at that time you buy products like I buy product now. Let's say the margin of product I'm going to buy, if it's 1,000, maybe 4,000, 5,000 pounds worth of, and Tesco is going to buy 10,000 pounds worth of, you cannot imagine they're going to give me the same price as Tesco. Tesco price is going to be very low, while mine will be high because I'm not buying to the standard of Tesco. You see the difference? That's where people don't get it and they don't understand as well. And also depends on your location as well. That will show on your business, on what you're selling as well. So I try to meet up, I try to do lots of things to make sure. Sometimes I just buy it, the money I buy it for is the money I will sell it. But later I built into understanding that saving more money, getting into the business, and later I start doing what I started doing. Right. So enough of that. Let me talk about, or sometimes you have clients. I've never personally, have all these clients that come and cause me problems, that you'll be having sleepless night. Another thing I want to say to people, anybody, whosoever, you want to go into business, please go for a course. Because that thing they say customer is always right. No, customer is not always right. Is not 100% always right. Because you cannot imagine a customer who bought hair extensions from you, go and use the hair extensions, use it for the occasion they're going to, and then come back to you the next day. The purpose they need the extensions from is being accomplished. They come back and say they want to exchange it. Because you're smart, you're clever, you're intelligent, you know what it is for, like, it's not refundable, and you hold your ground, then you hear the word, oh, customer is always right, oh, this. No, listen, love, customer is not always right. Sometimes they want to bring article 20, 25, article 50, but because you're clever, you can understand. You know, when they bring article 25, you bring article 40, you bring article 60, they bring article, then you end up being the right person. So sometimes it's just how to deal with customers. You need to go for college, you need to go and learn it, because it's not easy. Sometimes it's not easy to deal with ourselves, even our siblings, our friends around, never mind dealing with strangers. Okay, so let me talk about the good side of business. The good side about the ops of my business right now is that I can come to shop and I can travel. I can do anything that I want to do. It's good because I love what I do and I'm so happy with what I do. I don't actually think sometimes, before I can say I want to buy this cup of tea, or I don't think before I say I want to buy maybe this tiny, no, because your funds, I'm not waiting for running your own business. I'm not waiting for someone to for me to receive my salary. Maybe if my salary is 3,500, I'm not waiting to learn how to spend that 3,500. I'll pay bill, pay council tax, pay all my bills. Maybe my money is now left with £10 for me to, for what now? You understand? So the good thing about business is that don't get me wrong, you have the downside of it. You understand? My downside is a lot. If I start saying it, there's a time I closed shop for October, November, December, January, February, March, and this shop then opened March 5th, and the other shop, which is the Shaz shop, was open for just closed in December. So you see how you can imagine how did I manage in those 5 months, 4 months. It wasn't easy, but I was the most happiest person, smiling person. I did not go to anybody for, oh, can you lend me money for food? Can you lend me money to buy petrol in my car? No, but I have good network of people around me. I have my godmother. I have people around me who still care about me, who comes to ask me questions like, how are you? How is it going? And sometimes with business, when you're setting up a new business, it's not easy. Trust me, for the first 1-2 years, don't even think of profit. Don't even think of spending money on it anyhow, because any money you're getting, you're putting it back into the business to grow. That's one thing that makes, another thing that makes most African businesses or whatever go down straight away. Don't remove from businesses like that. Don't. Rather, put into that business a lot, so that tomorrow when you want to enjoy, you enjoy it fully well, with full confidence. So I can sincerely say that I am so glad, I am so happy that I went into business, okay? And the other day, my daughter was talking to me about something. She goes, oh, mommy, why don't I do business like you? Business is very hard, don't get me wrong. You need to have the ability and the strength for it as well. Like me, I wasn't the talking type. I wasn't at all. I was one quiet, very quiet child in school those days, but I was not that child you mess about with. I was quiet, but you don't mess about with me, because I'll give you ×10, you understand? You know, people mistake quietness for stupidity, or quietness for foolishness. No, there's different ways to it. I was quiet, but I wasn't quiet to defend myself or to speak for myself. Yeah, but right now, because of my kind of job, I have to talk. Even if I don't want to speak, I have to speak. And also the thing that has kept me into the hairdressing is that you can never meet 2 clients at the same time waiting in my salon. My salon is always a private place. very private. So that's why over the years, nobody can boast and come out and say, Prissy, and there's a word, you know, when people say, is in salon, you hear gossip, in salon, you hear different things. No, not in my salon. My salon, whatever we discuss, me and my client discuss, stays with us. It doesn't go out. You know why? Because I don't have two people sitting down waiting for anybody. I always have myself and my client. And if they come with their daughter, brother, or sister, 98% of time, I always say no. They can go while they will call them later to come. Because sometimes some people, my customers, sometimes not all of them want to have their hair done. Some just want to talk to you. Some just want to voice out things. And if anybody is sitting there waiting for me, listening to our conversation, the person is going to take it away and go and say, it's Prissy's salon. It will not say, so person said. So that's why I have never, and anybody that has worked with me, I've never, ever allowed people to start coming to my shop, sit down, or passing by. I just say I should come and greet you. Then you not sit down, greet me. Hi, call me on the phone. If I was working in a company that, would you come and pass by and say you are my mother, you want to come and greet me? It's not possible now. But if you eventually come and say, I just say I should come and say hello, just say the hello. That's it. Off you go. You don't say the hello to come and sit down with me in my shop and putting your mouth into other people's discussion. No. And even with my staff, I always tell them, whatever you discuss around you, let it stay around you. Whatever you want to discuss with me, you know you don't want the other staff to know. Do not come and tell me if you know that you're going to tell other staff. Because when you hear it out there, just go with it. I've actually sacked some persons from my working place. Why? Because of it was a perfect staff. She was good. They were good staff. I had to sack a staff because of this, because I don't like it. People who know me, I don't like it. If what you want to tell me, I cannot go and ask. Don't even bother telling me. But if you want to come and tell me things, you want advice, I can give you my own sincere advice. But I cannot go down to that low, to that stupidity, to come and be like, oh, do you see what Jennifer said? Do you see what Prissy said? Do you see what Shan said? No, I don't do that. I want us to be professional at workplaces. So that's one thing that has kept me in my workplace and in my work, because people have always come back to me and I give the best advice. If sometimes my advice is not good enough for your hair, maybe you want to do certain product, people know it's not all head I touch. And it's not all head I want to do. One or two few members who have worked with me, PA staff or whatever that has worked with me, they know that I am not the person you can push into the backside. No. I will tell you the way it is. I will agree with you. You agree with me. And we'll take it up from there. That's me. So I just want you guys to understand that enjoying business is one of the best thing ever. Having your own business is one of the best thing. But don't open business when you know that you cannot be there 100%. Business, you're going to struggle for the first 2-3 years. That's sure. You understand? That's sure. And the first time you start a business, don't start having, I know right now I've got staff members everywhere. I've got more than 5 staffs, but more than 5. And I 8 of them, I can sincerely say right now, you start any job, don't start looking for 100 staff members. You can be one person at 5 person, as a 5 person. Why? Manage the money you're supposed to pay staff, manage with it, be in the business place, represent your brand, and be yourself. Trust me, there is no 2 ways about it. Trust me, the time you want to start employing people, God will give you that wisdom to be able to understand that these people you want to start employing, you employ 1 or 2 persons, see how it goes. From there, you have backups. You understand? I've worked with great people. I've worked with good people who've been there for me in my business place, and they're fantastic. I can actually just leave them in the workplace and just be free and just be free. Trust me. And also, I've enjoyed my work because I can actually spend whatever I want to spend, do whatever I want to do, go to wherever I want to go, but I don't spend lavishly. I rather spend in the right way than the wrong way. But sometimes you still don't know, okay? And people see you having business, they want to be all over you and all of that. They don't know that there's struggles inside the business. to the sleepless nights, the trust me, some people just see me now and say, oh Prissy, you look well, you look good, or whatever. The stress that goes with it. I'm on the phone sometimes, I'm checking. And also, before I end this video, I want to apologize to everybody who is always angry with me that I never pick my phone. I don't talk on the phone, I don't pick phone. I am sorry. Like if a friend of mine normally say, Prissy, I cannot live your life for 1%, never mind 2%, because you're just too busy. The thing is, I want to suffer now and enjoy later. That's my own logo. I don't want to enjoy now and start being suffering when I'm getting older. No. The thing is, I don't like staying on the phone. The time I stay on the phone, like she normally say, if that phone call is not bringing funds, or it's not giving me moral support, or it's not giving me emotional support, it's not giving me joy, it's not giving me love, trust me, that phone call is useless to me. You understand? If the phone call is not bringing money, it's not bringing all these things I've just mentioned, it's useless to me. I can't be on the phone to start chatting rubbish. I can't be on the phone to start chatting nonsense. Trust me. That's why I was advised to be doing videos like these. Questions people want to ask me, you can go back to the video and watch it and listen to the video, and you learn 1 or 2 things from there. Because if I start telling you things on the phone, how to do it, and once you drop the phone, some people, they forget straight away. But when you go to the video, you can pause and rewind and play and listening. So yeah, that's my own answer to you. I was away for a few days. My sister had a baby, and my sister got added a year to her age. It was just a fantastic Tuesday. Was it Tuesday on the 17th? It was a fantastic one. It was a blessed Tuesday, and family, it was a double blessings for us. And also, I just want to say thank you to everyone who wishes us congratulations, and the prayer, the support, most especially to my darling. You are amazing. I just want to say thanks to you. You're a star. Love you lots. And I just want to say thank you also to my wonderful sister, to a friend who, like, yeah, you're just fantastic. For the birth of, for the wishes of the birth of my little niece. And yeah, so I was watching us putting taco powder on her makeup and everything. I'm like, yeah, that's the African way. I just want to say thank you to you. And yeah, so that's my own ups and down about the business. Okay, business is great, but take time to understand the business you want to go in for. Make sure you learn about the business. Make sure you know about the business. Take your time and understand the business and go into it. When you have passion for it, can never fall. When you have passion for something, it might go ups and down, but trust me, when you put all your all, it will go well. And I'm happy. I'm very, very happy today. I'm enjoying the benefit of having a business. And I just want to say to you all, thank you for believing in me, and thank you for loving me. For those of you who are still wanting to ask more questions, send me videos, send me messages on my videos, or I know you guys will stop sending me text messages on my phone, but just do whatever pleases you and share to everyone and press your like buttons. Okay, thank you so much, and have a fabulous weekend. And it's the Golden Jubilee, the Queen Golden Jubilee coming soon. And yeah, and yes, so we're going to celebrate together. And I wish you all a very wonderful evening and beautiful Sunday. Take care. Bye from Princess and Shaz Beautiful.